When I was in dental school, the last thing I expected to be doing was working with kids when I was done, because I went back to dental school when I was a little bit older and I thought, no, I'm going to be finished. And I did my residency, or I did a couple of rotations in the pediatric department, and I loved it. I mean, what more can you ask for than getting to be goofy with kids? It's just fun. It creates a happy environment. It's a pleasure to come to work every day. They're wonderful personalities. They say the cutest things, and they try so hard to impress you. It's just really a nice thing to do, to try to make dentistry easier for them and happier for them, and create sort of a lifelong attitude towards dental health that's not so afraid of going.
At our pediatric practice, we specialize in each child as an individual. We are really geared towards customizing each appointment and making sure it's special for each appointment. We are very big into education here, and we like to educate not only the child but the parent as well. We're definitely geared towards making visits fun and friendly and having an environment that is really special from the second you walk in the door until the second the child leaves. We want to make sure your experience is unbelievable and one you'll never forget.
Dentistry can be kind of a scary thing for adults, so the children, we try and make it as fun as we can. We treat them as if they were our own children, so we really are compassionate towards them to make that first experience a good one, because even for adults today, it's still scary for them. We often get a lot of adults that ask to come here because we do make it so enjoyable.
Seeing them smile at the end of the appointment, especially new patients, where they kind of come in a little nervous and then at the end of the appointment they are excited about having their teeth cleaned. It's one of the best parts of my job, is kind of realizing, helping patients realize, especially kids, that the dentist can be fun, that we're not scary, and that it's a fun place to go. So that's one of the best parts of my job, is making sure that the kids are comfortable here and they're having a good time, not just coming to get their teeth cleaned.
Certainly the staff, I think, makes a huge difference, and you know, these are women who it's a pleasure for me to work with, because you know, they genuinely care so much for each one of our little patients, and they all add a unique component to it, and they all have individual strengths that make them really good at working with certain kids or kids with certain needs and things like that. And so I think first and foremost, the environment here is all about the staff. I mean, I just think you can't find staff like this in other offices. I feel like I have them all.
Our work environment here is so much fun. All the people here, we get along so well, and I feel like our close-knit family helps bring out the fun and enjoyment that children and parents have here compared to where else I've worked. Everyone has their own kind of personality. We all are quite bubbly, so I feel like any silly comment is made, everyone has a contagious laugh. And so it all goes from one to another, and if a kid likes to say something, we like to kind of share that, and it always just makes us laugh.
I've never worked at a place where it's so cohesive. Everybody cares about their job and likes their job. We're lucky enough to have a boss who supports us and trusts us. They're our cheerleaders. Both of our bosses, Dr. Whitney and Simon, are our cheerleaders. If we're having a tough day, they'll say something to pep us up, or get us coffee at lunch, and it's like you feel loved here and you're respected. And that is worth $1 million on its own.
From a pediatric standpoint, a big part of what we do is education. So it's not just coming in and getting your teeth cleaned or filled or whatever. A huge part of it is education. And so I think that we really strive to take enough time and make each experience individual for those kids, and we promote oral health the way that we should. I mean, we have one of my visions when I started this practice was to create a learning lab where children could go and do some fun experiments and learn some fun things about teeth, and let them see hands-on why you don't want to eat the sticky foods and why you should avoid certain things and why flossing is important. And I think that's what sets us apart, and I think, again, I always go back to the staff and the environment. We tried really hard to create a welcoming environment where kids can come in here and feel just safe and happy and have a good time. And you know, sometimes we do cleanings sitting on the floor. Sometimes we do cleanings standing up. Sometimes the child's at the other end of the bench. I mean, you really have to be adaptable and able to just work with them, with what their needs are. And I think that we're really good at that.